Thank you all for choosing Equinoxe Radio Multimedia to get yourself informed on health-related issues. As you all know, this is your program, You're in Your Health, and today we often talk about health-related concerns that is able to affect a huge number of the population. And tonight we'll be looking at depression and sleep. How does depression affect sleep? Getting a good night's sleep is essential for both physical and mental well-being, but for many, it remains an elusive goal. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, the link between sleep and mental health has become increasingly clear. And to shed light on this critical topic, I will be speaking to a sleep specialist, and it's no other person than Dr. Jephte MBANGUE. It's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be at your corner to answer your questions.
Exactly. Doctor, life has become so hard for many.
Yes.
There are no jobs. People are unemployed.
Yes.
People are going through a lot. People are unable to pay their bills on time because maybe the salary is kind of menial. And this has pushed a lot of people to get into depression.
Yes.
And due to this condition, they are unable to sleep.
Of course.
What's the relationship between depression and sleep?
Okay, one of the main symptoms of depression is sleeplessness, insomnia. So between insomnia and depression, there is what we call in French une relation bijective. It's the two ways relationships.
Okay.
So it goes one way. So if you are insomniac, at the long run you become depressive. When you are depressive, one of the main symptoms of that sickness, that mental trouble, is to make you insomnia. Okay. So these two diseases are linked. If they are not linked at the beginning, at the long run, they are always linked. You have to fight the two.
Now, you are a sleep specialist, and you have been doing this job for several years now.
Yes.
How does it look like when attending to these type of patients? What are some of the things, characteristics they portray while taking care of these patients at your health clinic?
Well, first of all, we have to, when you are examining an insomniac patient, a sleepless patient, you have to look at depression.
Okay.
Depression is something that can be measured. We have instruments to measure it, okay? and we have instruments to measure anxiousness. Okay. The fact of being anxious. Okay, so you should not treat an insomniac patient or a sleepless patient without knowing whether he's depressive or not, and how depressive he is, because that consideration is going to be encountered in the treatment. Okay. Now, some patients start not by insomnia, but they start by depression, and in the long run they become insomniac. Okay. So you have to be sure that they are depressive, and the signs of depression that the patient loses the, let us say it simply, the appetite to live, the joy, that everybody has to live. You are happy to live, you are happy to eat, you are happy to meet your children, to meet your friends, and you can laugh with them, you feel comfortable. It's a sort of appetite with life, It's like food. They can put you food before you, but says eat. You cannot eat because you have lost your appetite. Life is the same. You can lose your appetite for life, and you become depressive. You don't want to see people. You don't want to talk. You don't laugh. You want to be alone. You want to be in darkness. You have lost your appetite to live. Okay, and this can lead you straightforwardly to suicidal tendencies. Okay. So suicidal tendency is one of the complications of depression. Okay.
Now, improving sleep quality, can it help alleviate depression?
Yes, of course. Yes.
How?
Yes. Because first of all, insomnia sometimes is a foresign of depression. If somebody is depressive and when he starts being very insomniac, know that depression, the crisis depression will come. Okay. If he's very insomniac, it means that the crisis was going to be severe. Okay. So to prevent the depression crisis, you have to prevent the insomnia episode. Okay.
Okay. For those who would like to participate on today's program, here are the contacts to call ask your questions on depression and sleep quality. Here are the numbers: 670-54-7049. I repeat, 670-54-7049 or 656-622222. 656-6222. Here are the numbers you can call to participate on today's edition of the program. You're in your health at Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. We know a lot of you are depressed, and it's but normal because of how challenging life could be, and this is equally affecting your sleep quality. If you have any questions on your pathology, then this is the right program for you to call and ask your question. Now, back to you, Dr. Jephte. In case someone is depressed and that person becomes suffering from insomnia, do you treat that pathology the same way you would treat someone who has just a normal sleep disorder?
No, not at all. When the patient is insomniac and is mixed with anxiousness, it's a different patient. It's a patient that should be treated differently for those who have insomnia without anxiousness. And those who have insomnia, anxiousness plus depression, you have to consider all these conditions and treat them at once.
Okay. So you cannot treat one leaving the other?
Yeah, you cannot treat one and leave the other. You have to treat all these aspects of the insomnia and at once if you want to be successful in your treatment. If not, you will not be successful. Okay? You have to consider.
But looking at how, since you have to treat, I think we have a call on the line. We'll be getting back to you. Hello?
Oui, hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question. Please turn off your receiver.
Okay, my name is Rostam Manga.
Okay.
Yes. I want to ask a question.
Ask your question.
In case of depression, I think it's because of so many challenges that we are facing in our society. Is it possible to solve it without solving the problems that are facing us? It's a question that I wanted to ask.
Exactly the question I wanted to just ask before he called. Yeah.
Yes, but you know, there are people who are facing very hard challenges, but we are not depressive.
Really?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's true. That's true. But people are not the same, as we all know.
Voila.
So in this case, life is hard. Will you be able to change the situation, like bringing them back to how life should be normal, like a normal human being? Someone who can pay his rent without any problem, can pay his children's school fees. Because if you treat it, then he goes back now to the same situation. Problem. What happens?
Well, you know, there's a reality with sickness. That reality is that a sickness can have a cause.
Yeah.
Then even if you remove that cause, the sickness continues.
I think we have another call on the line. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question.
I'm Amadi Bartholomew.
Okay.
I'm calling from Amadi Bartholomew by name. I'm calling from Konya, Manfe Road.
Okay, go ahead with your question. Please turn off your receiver, please. Can you turn off that receiver?
Yeah. Okay. I want to know, if somebody does not sleep well, can it develop to the depression? If somebody does not sleep well, can it develop to depression?
Okay, thank you. Is that all?
Yes.
Is that all?
Yeah, is what I want.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
But I've already said it.
You have explained that. You said that different causes. It may not only be depression, as you earlier said.
No, if you have insomnia or sleeplessness, you can, at long run, develop depression.
Okay.
Yes, it's something we should await when you have an chronic insomnia patient. At the long run, if nothing is done to improve his sleep, he will develop anxiousness, l'anxiété, anxiety, and then it will develop depression. Some develop the two. Other one will develop depression but not anxiety. The other one will develop anxiety, not depression. And the other one will develop the two. Okay.
Okay.
They will be anxious and they will be depressive. Okay. Because these are two hormone conditions which are different. Anxiety is what we call inquietude. I don't know how you can treat it.
Yeah, anxiety.
Anxiety,
correct. Yeah.
yes. You
get worried.
You are worried.
Yeah, worried.
Yes. The anxious patient is a man who's worried, who feel worriness.
Yeah.
Everybody can be worried, but he tends to be too worried by problems that another person will bear. Okay? So that's anxiety, to be worried. Depression is a loss of the joy to live. Okay? These are two conditions which are different, and they are different, and the treatment are different as well. And the two conditions can come along with insomnia.
So tell me now, when is the right time to visit a sleep specialist like you?
Well, as soon as you become anxious, you become depressive, if you have suicidal tendency, if you are apathic, you don't want to see people, you are always alone, you want to be in darkness, you should see a
sleep specialist.
If there is sleep consequences, for instance, insomnia. If not, the sleep specialist is not the most appropriate person. It is the psychiatrist.
Okay.
Yes.
So when it concerns sleep, there's a should to see a sleep specialist. And now let's look at another aspect. Can physical exercise help alleviate the situation when it comes to
physical exercise is one of the elements of treatment of depression. Even insomnia. When I give sleep hygiene to my patient, I tell them to do sport. Try to find a sport that they love, and they can do at least a couple of times per week. So physical activity is very, very, very important to alleviate the insomnia, anxiety, and particularly depression. Yes, there's
what
a
about
connection.
Our environment, our families, our friends, our children? What role can they play in helping people suffering with this condition?
Yes, it's a major role. You know, a lot of people are become sleepless because the relationship with the partner, the husband, the wife is poor. The husband is not doing this, is violent, is not trustworthy, has women outside, and then they come about with a divorce. See, these are conditions, these are situations that bring a lot of problems. Or you have a difficult child, a child who doesn't go to school,
it can be so frustrating.
It's frustrating, and it can derive into a depression and sleeplessness. So the family is very important for your sleep, for your humor. Yes, it's very important.
What advice do you have for those who are depressive and equally unable to sleep at this moment? What do you have to tell them now?
Yes, what I can tell you is to try to consult.
Yeah.
Try to consult. They can come to me. If their anxiety and depression is very elevated, I will send them to see a psychiatrist, so we can collaborate
together
to take him out of that situation. If it is the insomnia that started and which is the cause of this anxiety and depression, then he would probably need to start with a sleep doctor.
For sure, with a sleep doctor. And that was Dr. Jephte MBANGUE. He is a sleep specialist based here in the city of Dollar, precisely in Bonaprizo. And that's what put a cap to today's edition of the program. You're in the Health Ed on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. For presentation, I am Immaculate Fogan. I received technical assistance from Luis Pego and Jonathan Babula. From us to you over there, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and equally listening.